Well, here's my garage. Yeah. It used to be over there. Now it's over here. So, well, technically it was like over there, and then it was back here, and I dragged it over here. But it used to be over there. Point being is we had a really bad windstorm, and now I have no shed. Even though it was anchored down, it had concrete blocks on it, and pretty much everything to hold it down. And then it just decided to Mary Poppins itself, into the next dimension. So, yeah, I gotta get a new one now. And I don't have anywhere to put my tools. Yeah! Why do you keep dropping your food on the ground? What's your verdict on this? That's what I thought. Well then, I guess I have to disassemble all of this now. The Miata's running good though. Whoever took the wiper arm off completely bolted it on back in the wrong spot. It's not even like, it's missing like an entire corner of the windshield, and it's like going down lower than it should. Who does this to cars? Just put it back together the way it was. Like, what is this? Is this supposed to be what whoever owned this car wanted this car to be? Like, because it's not even close. Oh my god. Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. Alright, so pretty much what's going on here in this video is from now on, since I can't always post all the automotive content that I want to post, I'm going to be just posting what it is I'm doing on a daily basis in like a vlog type style. So hopefully a lot of that will have to do with cars because I'm constantly working on cars. The problem is when you work on cars, you need money, you need space, and you need time. So when I do work on cars, it will be in the video. But for right now, I'm just going to start posting more stuff that I do on like a daily basis, almost kind of like a vlog. And I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I do. And in today's, what I'm going to talk about is modern art. I went to New York City not that long ago with my sister and my cousin. And oh boy, the art there in that art gallery that I went to was some of the most atrocious art I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand any of it, and I'm just going to shit on it. I'm just kidding. I know art has its meaning in its own way. I'm just not the type of person who will admire certain art styles. So let me give you some examples. Well, you'll start out here with a picture of me, my sister, and my cousin. That's me holding my Dunkin' Donuts cup. And if we move on, that's also me, except in this one I'm taking a shit inside the terminal for the train to come and pick us up. I saw this on the train tracks. This was a horse or like some kind of unicorn thing, and yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That's probably been there for like a long time. Like a child thought would have been a funny joke to just throw it on the train tracks, and I thought I'd turn a meme into it. So there you go. But now we're gonna get into the juice. This marvelous masterpiece of art, not even a painting, just art, is, this is the first thing I saw when I walked in, so I just figured I'd take a picture of it because I was that baffled that would be the first thing that you see in this art gallery. So essentially what this is I have no freaking idea. It is just a bunch of stuff you can get like out of Staples or like Walmart, and kind of just like get one of those Elmer's purple glue sticks and just glue like your board, your backboard to, I don't know, your school project, and like throw a bunch of sparkles and like stickers and like little circle cutouts and stuff on it. And this is supposed to represent creativity. I don't know. It doesn't really represent anything to me. It just looks kind of stupid and shitty. And it just has a bunch of stuff stuck to it. And that's pretty much it. It's got like glitter and some, I don't know, pieces of cardboard sticking off of it. And I don't know, the background's red. I don't know. It looks like something like I would have done in like the 4th grade for like a school project or something. So I'm not too sure what that is, but let's move on to the next one. I thought this one was pretty interesting, and I was looking to see if there were any conspiracy theories linked with this one. This looks like a specific type of Pokemon. I forgot the name of them, but I will look it up and put it in the video. So essentially, a schoolgirl drew this, and I guess it was part of her math equation, and it came out to this like weird-looking figure that looks very similar to the Pokemon that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. So I thought that was pretty cool. I did look up the Pokemon. Again, I don't know why I don't remember the name, but I did look up the Pokemon. It's like the disguise Pokemon. I don't know. I just don't remember. I did look it up, and I found no correlation between the two. So coincidence, I guess. This picture was made in like 1930 something. Let me see here. It's 1930, 1973. Apparently, this is the 47th edition of 100 of these. So there are, 100 of these monstrosities floating around. That has to do with something with art. I don't know, she was solving for some kind of algebra equation. I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. But we move on to another classic, Corpse in a Boat, 1936. This one just really spoke to me. I saw the corpse in the boat, and I'm like, wow, that guy is just fucking dead. And that's a boat, and that boat is floating in water. And I was so moved by this photo that I actually stole it, and it is now hanging up inside my room as we speak. At this moment, actually, I did, maybe the guy whose corpse is in that boat is the actual painter himself. I feel like I can really relate to this painting, and a lot of people can. I just feel like it just spoke to me. But let's move on to the next one. Another fan favorite, the squirrel. I'm assuming this is some like Indian tribal squirrel, or some medieval squirrel, that mythological creature that was created by the mind of a guy who was on extreme amounts of psychedelics, and what his perception of reality looked like in his eyes. I don't know. I could have confused this with Van Gogh or some other modern artists like myself, and that's a squirrel, and I don't know, his head looks kind of like a nut. I don't know what that blue stuff is on the bottom right. I guess it's like just, I don't know, shit or something, like smearing. I don't know, it looks like a snowflake kind of blue object, and then I don't know, he just scribbled with some crayons on the left, white for some reason, and he's wearing like a scarf. He's like all ribs and bones. I don't know, but I forgot what's even called. Oh, it's the 1970. He made it out of beer glass, plastic foam, and fur. So there's 100 of these suckers roaming around. But now we're gonna get to my actual favorites, like the ones that like changed the game for me. The burnt piece of wood. This one right here, when I walked past it, I couldn't stop but just admire the craftsmanship of this just beautiful object. It looks like an item that was placed down in my Minecraft world, and I can build with it. But if you can see closer, there's actually more than what meets the eye. There's a little square in the middle of the square, representing an even smaller square in the big square, and that big square is burnt, so maybe the inner square on the inside is safe, and maybe it's trying to tell you that whatever's on the outside might be shitty, but is what's on the inside that counts. Or it could just mean none of that, and I could just be totally wrong, and it's just a burnt piece of wood that like someone just put together. Another fan favorite, the mirror with the red light on the bottom right corner. You know, look at this couple on the left. They look absolutely stunned by it. They're even taking pictures in it, of it, around it, on it. You know, I don't even know. Like, look, they're just dazed by the actual beauty of this one. What's it even called again? The Walter C.O. Caldas. The Mirror of Light. A mirror with a painted wood frame and an electric light fixture. Made in whenever, I don't know. But this one, out of all of them, is really what caught my eye. Especially the reaction on the gentleman's face on the right when I took the picture of it. Look how pleased he looks as he holds his hands together and just stares directly at me as I'm taking this photo. I have no idea who this person was, and I guess he just was so moved by this painting that, you know, he had to be a part of it. And I can't blame him because I thought it was magnificent as well. All it is the color blue. You know, this one really just spoke to me. We all have days when we're blue. You know, the sky is blue. My headphones next to my computer are blue. I have some blue hint of color on my Nintendo Switch. I have a rechargeable battery thing next to me that's the color blue. I have a couple containers in my room that are blue. I feel like I'm just surrounded by blue. So to really see this photo really just reflected on my life and taught me, you know, what it was to really appreciate things. And let's just read into the lore of it. You know, Yves Klein famously declared the blue sky to be his first artwork and probably his last, and was there continued to find new radical ways to represent the infinite and I can't even see that. I don't even know what that says. Immaterial in his work. One such strategy was monochrome abstraction, the use of color of an entire canvas. He saw monochrome painting as an open window to freedom, as the possibility of being immersed by immeasurable existence of color. Although he used a range of colors, his most iconic color was blue, a shade of pure ultramarine. So he trademarked the color blue, which means nothing. He just painted blue. But actually, let's end it off on a good note. I think this is Starry Night by Van Gogh. This one's kind of cool because this actually reminded me of a Doctor Who episode I watched once when I was younger with my sister. So that was always kind of cool. I'll put that picture in the video. And yeah. Other than that, that's about it. See ya. I'll see, you know, whatever. Yeah. Okay, bye.